Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome, just kind of like a My Thoughts video on the new Pokemon Sun and Moon trailer. I wanted to get this out as soon as possible, so sorry it's uploaded kind of late-ish. But I just saw it, and I just did like a complete thoughts kind of thing. So let's get started, because I've been avoiding making videos about this because I've been waiting till see we get a lot of trailers. That way we can see a lot about this new game. And now that a lot of trailers have come out, and this one has revealed a lot, I feel like I should talk about it. So first off, the new Lola Forms. I actually kind of like these, although some of the designs might be a little iffy, except like for Executor. I still do kind of like it, and it can make old ignored Pokemon into something very unique and useful. It can make them actually competitively viable, which is awesome. It's great to see Pokemon that were made and just kind of ignored made into something awesome, like what Mega Evolution did for a lot of Pokemon. The types can be a bit iffy, but it's still really interesting, and I can't wait to see what else they'll do with it. And that's the Pokemon that have been revealed. Choreo is very interesting. I like how each island has a unique version with a new type. It can really make for some team making that you could like put it into a lot of teams that has 4 different versions. And the ability Dancer is really awesome to me. I really like this ability where it just copies the dance move. I don't know if it's going to make it so that's your attack, or if you can basically attack twice if you're slower. If you can attack twice, that's really awesome, and this could be very useful to counteract some really good boosting moves like Dragon Dance or Quiver Dance, or even do some devastating attacks like Petal Dance. So that's really cool. And Revelation Dance is pretty interesting too, how it copies the type that you have. Reminds me a lot of Judgment, except, you know, less judgy. Minior is also pretty interesting. I like its design. It's pretty cool, but the Shields Down ability to me is kind of odd. Like, I'm not exactly sure what it entails. I don't know when it activates, like if it activates when you're at 50% or 25%, I don't know. I don't even know what it does when it gets activated. And one thing that just occurred to me is some of these new types, will they be like hidden abilities for old Pokemon? Because that could be really cool, but nonetheless, whatever. Back to Minior. I think the ability is weird, but it's cool. We'll have to wait and see like what it does, but for now I think it's pretty cool. Gumshoes as the regular rodents, like the token rodent Pokemon, looks pretty good. Not one of the best rodents, but still one of the better ones we've had in a while, because the last few ones haven't exactly been too hot. But yeah, I think it's looking pretty good so far. I also need to see more of Pho Mantis and Lorantis to really get interested in them. We did see a little bit of them, but it was kind of like, oh yeah, here they are. Here's a small amount of footage. Next Pokemon. So it's kind of weird, but I think they're designed well. But I still need to know more before I can really make an opinion on them. Although Solar Blade as an attack looks awesome. I really like that. Again, we'll have to wait and see what it does. Bray is alright for a pre-evolved form. I don't remember the name of the Pokemon it evolves into, but I remember that Pokemon having stamina, and it looked really good and competitively viable. So I can't wait for that one, and that'll be really cool. And next to the riding Pokemon. The idea of riding Pokemon has been explored in tiny amounts before for little gimmick portions that have been nice and kind of like made people go, yay, I'm riding a Pokemon! But now it looks like it'll be a bigger part of the game, which is something people have wanted for a while. And it looks like it won't be just Gen 7 Pokemon. We saw you can ride Charizard too, which will probably make a lot of people jizz their pants. Me, not so much, because I'm not really too big of a Charizard fan, but I can imagine they'll probably have a lot of other Pokemon that I will be more of a fan of that you can ride. I really love the idea, and hopefully there's a good range of Pokemon to ride, not just like 5, but maybe like 20 or 30, which would be awesome. It's kind of like a new version of HM moves. In fact, if this is what you do instead of HM moves, this will make it actually really cool. I like that, like just replacing HM moves with this makes it a lot more practical. One of the biggest things added is the Island Challenge. It's just an assumption so far, but from what I've seen, it looks like it's completely replacing gym leaders with a whole new system. And that might divide some people. But for me, if it's done well, I am all for it. It's great to see Nintendo and Game Freak trying something new with this franchise after 20 years, at least in the mainstream games. The trial captains look like you do more than just battle, like a small RPG fetch quest or something like that. And that's pretty interesting because Pokemon has been a very basic RPG, but some things like quests and such haven't really been a part of it, but now it might, so hopefully this is fleshed out enough, because I'm up for the idea, completely for this idea. But we'll have to wait and see how well it's done. The Totem Pokemon is the one thing I'm a bit iffy about. The idea is kind of cool with super versions of other Pokemon, but I'm not sure if you can really catch them, or if they're just like a boss battle. And like Totem Gumshoes, really? That's not really intimidating. And I don't know. It seems like a crammed in idea. I do like how they can call for help though, but unless I see more, I'm still kind of sketchy about it so far. But it looks like they're still, like, the classic boss battles, which were the gym leaders, and now being the Kahunas, who seem kind of like gym leaders, and that's welcomed. I don't know if it's going to be 4 Kahunas, or more than that, maybe 2 Kahunas per an island. I don't know, because it's supposed to be like 4 islands or something. So, whatever, but I think it's a welcomed idea. And finally, Pokemon adds yet another strategy to use in battle, with Z-moves. They did it a while back with Mega Evolutions, where people were kind of iffy about, but they've grown, accustomed to it. So these Z-moves are kind of like classic RPG ultimate attacks, like group attacks that would use a lot of magic points or something like that. And the animation for these attacks looks really awesome. I love them. They're really cool. But it does say they can only be used once per battle, so it's not something you can just charge up and spam over and over like a dick. So that's really good. I like how it's kind of like a last resort kind of thing, or like an ultimate strategy. Like it's a risk and reward. I don't know if it's going to be like a charge up attack, but it's a really cool idea. And there is a Z move for every type, so nobody is left out. Anybody can really perform a Z move, so that's really cool. And like I said, I really like this idea. It sounds awesome. Combining it with a Mega can make for some probably really brutal attacks. Like, that'll be a slaughter. It's totally going to be abused so much when it comes out. But what I'm curious about is if these attacks take up like an attack slot, or if they act as kind of like a 5th move you can perform along with the other 4. Like, it'll be kind of like in the Mega... like a Mega Evolve button, but there'll be like one next to it that says Z move, and you click that, and then you can't use it for the rest of the fight. So we'll have to wait and find out, but that is a really cool idea, and I'm up for the idea so far. Most of the things in this trailer look really great to me, and Sun and Moon is really shaping up to be something really different from the rest of the Pokemon games, and I like that. I really like that. I like how it's trying something new. The other trailers have revealed a lot of cool Pokemon and pockets of information, like the Arena Battle mode looks really awesome. It's getting my friends and I excited. But this one revealed a lot, so that's why I'm talking about it. And when the game comes out, and once I get through a good portion of it, I'll probably include like small updates on my thoughts of the game, and then I'll have a full review of the game when I completely finish it. So yeah, that was my thoughts on the new Pokemon Sun and Moon trailer. Of course, my thoughts were longer than the trailer itself, but whatever. Go check out the trailer. I've included footage of it in this video. I do not own any of the footage. It all belongs to Pokemon. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out my other videos. Also, make sure to check out my supporters, all that great stuff. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out.